I think we're live. I don't know. This is not a scheduled live. I'm just, right now, actually, I'm doing my lesson, creating my perf VIP lesson. So if you're here, you can go ahead and watch me do it. I will not be responding. I'm just going to be doing the lesson. But yeah, enjoy. I'll see if somebody leaves a comment. I'll say hi right now. I'm looking on YouTube. I don't see any comments. None. Zero. So maybe nobody's watching. Oh, they say 11 people are watching. Oh, now it's 9. I know there's a delay. So I'll wait a second here. Only 5 now. Oh my God, I'm boring everybody. Sorry. Jeez, it's terrible. All right, so I'm going to do this short part, and then I'll check again. Don't make a vowel foul. How many short U vowels in this assignment? That was the question. Thank you very much to Michael, Yulong, Nirton, Mayu, Andre, and Gulia, who sent in their answers. Food for thought, Buttered Cat, that's the title. There are 9 certain short U vowels in this assignment and 11 possible short U vowels in this assignment. And the green are the certain ones. Remember, the short U sounds like like fun, like buck, B-U-C-K, or B-U-T, but, It's a strong sound, it's a downward sound, and it's almost always short. It's not stretched. You could say but, you can, but typically we say but, nice and short and powerful. So that's the case here. Buttered, 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 buttered. Again, this is also a short U in this story because we're emphasizing, of course, we're stressing this phrase. Now, in a typical sentence, but of course, it's not. It's going to be a schwa sound. However, once again, we are stressing this. It's an exclamatory remark. We're saying it very loud and very strong, so it is going to have a short U, almost always going to have a short U pronunciation. Of course, somewhere. Again, we're stressing the somewhere. And also the same with some. Now, typically, especially the word some, is going to have more of a schwa pronunciation. Some. I want some cookies. We're going to say some. I want some cookies. I want some cookies. We're not going to say, I want some cookies. We're not going to do that. But in this case, we are. We're going to say, I remember reading somewhere that some university, we stress those words. Because we're stressing those words, we're going to hear a short U. I remember reading somewhere that some university, so both of those are short U's. I wonder, and that's a short U, absolutely. And same thing with what. I wonder what would happen, okay? So, short U, and of course, once again, buttered. Those are all going to be short U pronunciations in this assignment. Now, the blue ones could be short U's, but almost always they're going to be schwas. So I was, it's possible, but more commonly, I was. A sandwich, possible, but typically a sandwich. The floor, typically the floor. Now here we have what, but we stressed it. I wonder what would happen. But here, we're not going to stress the word what, so it's going to be a schwa. And that's what they say. And that's what they. I wonder what would happen. I wonder what would happen. That's what they say. They're different because of the stress. So here it's going to be a schwa. Typically, 80% of the time, percent of the, yeah. We could say percent of the we could, but almost always schwa. And if you attached, yeah, this could be a short U too. But again, typically, if you attached, yeah, schwa. The buttered, the it could be the, but almost always the buttered, the back of a cat, schwas. So again, there are certainly, absolutely 9 short U's in this assignment for Perf 301. So please repeat after me. Buttered, buttered, buttered. Of course. Somewhere. Some university. I wonder what would happen. Buttered. There you go. That is the vowel foul for this assignment. We've done short U 3 times in a row. They've killed you guys, so don't worry. In the next assignment, I think I'm going to do long A vowels. So we'll see how you do there. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, all Chinese characters. Finally, son of the Lord. Hi, guys. 14 people watching. Hi. Just saying hi to everybody. Right now, I'm doing my Perf VIP assignment. So I thought I'd share my action with you guys while I do it. I'm recording this for my students. We had a Perf VIP assignment. I gave this assignment. It's a speaking class. Perf is all about speaking, how to speak proper English. So the students sent in their assignments, and now I'll be highlighting pronunciation. And there was a lot of pronunciation problems, but we're going to get it fixed. So I don't mean to ignore you, but I'll say hi quickly. Sorry I came late. No, you're not late. Hello there. Hello, Gian. Greetings from CDMX. Oh, Mexico. CD. Where is CD? I think I know CDMX. Nicholas. Hey, how you doing? Where are you? I'm at home. I'm at home. In America. Kam Ung. Long time no see. Hai Dang Win. Hi. Good to see you. Rudy. I've always been rooting for you, Coach Shane. Thank you for your time. My pleasure. All right, so I'm going to get into this. I got to make another video so you guys can watch. I'm just doing stuff for my students. So enjoy. Hopefully you'll learn something. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. Wah, 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 wah. Be sure to check out my perf. We'll talk about that. Let me read it faster. I'll read it not exactly totally normal American speed, but I'm going to read it faster. Here we go. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. Okay, so and to the ladies specifically, Hyunju, Mayu, Ida, Gulia, great job. You 4 ladies did great. Gulia actually sent 2 versions of her recording, a slow version and a fast version. And yeah, I liked it. It was fantastic. You did a great job on both, but even the fast version was wonderful. So really, really nice job. All right, lots of problems, mostly vowels. That's a good thing. Learning consonants, we can do that. That's not too bad. Vowels, though, take some time. So, food, long double O. Ooh. Food, 4. 4 is correct. However, typically it's going to be a schwa R. So, fur. Food, for thought, AW, aw, drop the jaw, get the tongue down there. We've talked about this. Food for thought, buh. It's a short U. Got to shoot the sound downward, buh, and make it strong. This is a T, but it's a flap T. So when we say it fast, it's going to sound like a D. Buttered. I want to hear that stop sound. Buttered. But don't finish. Buttered, stop. Buttered, cat. And don't forget your short A. We can stretch the short A. Buttered cat. It never fails. Do not leave off the S. You gotta have the S. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich. Again, short A. Cat, sandwich. Now, when we say the word sandwich, we should keep the D. Sandwich. And you'll hear it. Sandwich. But a lot of Americans, when they say it, the D is silent. And we study why in DDM. So I don't really want to talk about why the D is silent. But just know it's going to be very common to hear sandwich. Sandwich with no D. There's no D at all. It should be there. Sandwich. And we don't say today. What do we say? Today. Tomorrow. Tonight. Together. Okay? Keep the t's there. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally, again, short A, cat, sandwich, accidentally. Now, there are 2 ways to spell this word, and I used the very American way. In the flow section, we'll talk about it. We spell the word this way because that's the way it sounds. Typically, the T is canceled. So accidentally is perfect, accidentally, but if we cancel the T, accidentally, okay, dently. And you can actually think of it as a stop, dently, because the N, the T, and the L are all the same place. I'll make a picture. So in your mouth, these are the upper teeth, and these are the lower teeth. And the tongue, when we make the N, the tongue touches there, right? N. So do that. Right? Accident. And that's the same position as the T. T. Accident. T. The tongue is in the same position. And it's also the same position for the dark L. T. Li. That's an L sound. Okay? So that's why many times we cancel the T accidentally. But for perf students, I want you to either pronounce the T accidentally, or stop the T accidentally, okay? Either of those. short O. Knocked, knocked, knocked. I accidentally knocked my buttered, not bread, buttered bread half. Again, short A. My buttered bread half, keep that together. This is one unit. I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered flap T. Get that flap T, not buttered. Buttered is very British. Ooh. Buttered. Buttered side down. Buttered side down. Of course. Stress. Of course. And that's, I always tell you guys, don't worry about the D in and. You go ahead and get rid of it. That's fine. But I want the TH. Keep the TH. And that's what they say, right? Now, this is bre. This is e, re. This is it's actually a schwa. It's a schwa R. So that's why spelling is not going to tell you the pronunciation in many cases, because these spellings can be really confusing. So learn pronunciation by listening, okay? Bread, bread, reading, reading, researched, researched, okay? Let's go back here. I remember reading somewhere, so this is an E, long E. This is a long A plus R. So reading somewhere that some university actually make it a SH sound. Actually, some people like to do a CH sound, but in daily English, it's going to be an SH sound. Actually, not necessary. Actually, stop K, actually. Some university actually researched that. Now we have a DTH. This is tough. So we could say researched that with a nice T and then a TH. We can do that. But typically when we have these similar sounds next to each other, we're going to just push it together. So research that. So what I want from perf students, I want to hear the stop sound. Research, but don't finish. Research that, and then slide the tongue down to the TH. So you stop here for the T, right? Research. And then you got to slide the tongue down to get the TH. Research that. Research that. And that takes practice. It's not easy. So in the live classes, join me and we'll practice. Saturday night, we're live, and Sunday morning too. Join the other coaches too. We have so many live classes, so please practice with the coaches. Not easy. Some university actually researched that, and they said, not say, said. This is a short E pronunciation. Said, And they said that that's, so this is almost a schwa, no stress. This is going to be stressed, short A. And they said that that's, and I'll talk about this in the flow section, that's gonna happen 80% of the time. I want both the V and the TH. Give me both. Of the time. Thinking sound, right? Not hum. No. I wonder, short U. I wonder what, short U. What would happen if you attached the, same thing here, research that, attach the, same situation, okay? Attach the buttered bread to the back, short A, back of a cat, short A. So lots of short A problems. I think we'll have to make a short A assignment. Lots of short A problems. So pay attention to that. I would say, like so many of you sent me your recordings. I would say about 80% of you had a short A problem. That's huge. Suddenly. Okay, so pay attention to your short A's. All right, that's it. 2 times. The first time, repeat after me. The second time, I'll be somewhat normal. Are you ready? Here we go. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today. And I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. All right. So right now, for people watching, there's a lot of people watching. Hi, guys. I'm doing my perf assignment. This is a perf VIP assignment. And so I give the students a speaking assignment. This is the assignment right here. And then I teach, I have 4 lessons: the pronunciation lesson, the intonation lesson, the rhythm lesson, and the flow lesson. Okay, and that's perf. This is perfect English, how to speak perfectly. This is an excellent class for all levels, from advanced to beginning, if you want to sound as perfect as possible when speaking. I like to tell students, the better you're speaking, the better your pronunciation, the better you're speaking, the better your style, the more intelligent you will sound, and people will respect you more. Okay, we respect anybody who has nice, clean, good, proper speaking skills in any language. It doesn't matter. So perf is a really, really important class. So right now I've done a couple sections. I've done the P section. I've done the vowel, fowl. So I've got a lot left to do. This is the intonation section. This is the rhythm section. This is the flow section. And then I've got the bonus question section and the my perf section. So we've got lots to do here. But I'm going to end the recording. End the live broadcast right now. I just wanted to say hi. And since I'm here, I'll share some. I'll try to do this in the future too when I do other lessons, DDM lessons. Let me go ahead and see, guys. Say hi to people. You are a good English instructor, I think. Thank you. The most impressive video are R and L. That's cool. I like that. Thank you. Hi, Coach. Hi. Short A is hard as hell. Yeah, it is. That's right, Pedro. Pedro, but your name in America, Pedro Santos. But I'm guessing in Spanish it's Santos, I'm guessing. But in America, Santos. Mateus. Hi, from Brazil. Obrigado. It's late. Oh, you go to bed. Get some sleep. Yeah, short A is hard. Alexandre. Hello, Shane. Today I was able to study with LME 365. Great podcast about vending machines. Cool. I love it. LME 53. Yeah, I want respect. RESPECT. Long time no see. Yeah, it's great to see you. You are the one who made 80% of my English. Wow, that's really cool, Rudy. I see Pak Rudy, so I'll say kamshamnida. Vanessa, obrigado. Obrigado. I just had something. I bought some ginger from Brazil. I got some drinks from Brazil, too. Bolsonaro 2022. Some people love him. Some people hate him, right? Just like Trump. Be interesting to see what happens. Strong. How can I say came out of nowhere? I don't know. What depends on what you want to do. Santos in Brazil is like Smith in the USA. Fabiano Santos. Yeah, Santos is very common, right? There's a really good song. Oh, what's that song? There's a really cool song. It's got Santos. It mentions Santos in the song. Oh man, it's gonna drive me nuts. I really gotta go. Oh man, I'm not gonna think of it. It's gonna drive me crazy. You know what? I bet I have it in my hard drive. I'm sure I do. I got a lot of songs. I wanna leave you guys with a song. Just type Sant. Let's see what we get. We'll find out. Belo Horizonte. Hey, I got a lot of students in Belo Horizonte. Yep, Bolsonaro is worse than Trump. Was Trump bad? Trill. How to schedule a session. Join us. Join us. Join us. You guys can join. Just go to our website. Actually, you know, what you should do before you join us, you should sign up for our free lessons. Yeah. Just go here, letsmasterenglish.com/free. Get the free stuff and then join us. We got lots of live classes. Lots of live classes. How can I say I had to go to a wedding? You just did. It's perfect. I had to go to a wedding. That's the facts. That's the facts, Jack. Sorry, go to bed. Go to bed, Fabiano. No problem. Can someone who has a basic level of English be in your course? Well, your English looks good right there. Actually, we have a basic beginner's English course coming up, I think in October. So you could join that. I found it. It's Santeria. Yeah, there's a song called Santeria by Sublime. Let's look up the lyrics. Santeria lyrics. And they got Santos in there, I think. Sancho. It's Sancho. Yeah, not Santos. It's Sancho. Sancho. This is a great song. I really love this song. Santeria by Sublime. Not Santo. Sancho's. Anybody else here? Let's see. Yeah, politics, this way, that way, it's always bad, but I didn't mind Trump. My taxes went down. Trump was good for me. And for me, what's important is I want the government to leave me alone. Let me be me. Let me keep my money. Let me pay less taxes. Don't go to wars, right? We want a good, strong police force, good legal system, a fair system. That's what I want. Shoot from the hip, it means to talk without preparation. Funky monkey. Coach Shane, my dad is 72, and he watches every single one of your videos to learn English. You are never too old to learn. There you go. I love it. That's really nice. That's great. Look at September. What happened in favor of Bolsonaro? Yeah. We got a political conversation going on here. I have no problem with Trump, that's for sure. I do have a problem with Biden. My goodness, he's just terrible. I mean, really bad. Horrible. Anyway, that's it. So I'm going to let you guys go. So I have to do more. Once again, you saw me do the P section. Now I have to do the intonation, rhythm, and flow. So I'm going to do that. Should I let the video, should I continue to stream? Are you going to watch, or should I hang up? Because it's just going to be boring. I'm just doing a lesson. Do you want to keep watching? Yeah, Santeria, great song. I'll wait for a response. If I get hang up, then I'll hang up. If I get I want to watch, you can watch. It'll be boring because I won't be talking to you. Good song. I want to keep watching. All right. Funky monkey. I want to keep watching. Okay. Richard. One more and then I'll make my decision. Okay. Another. Pedro Santos. Not Sancho. Santos. I want to watch it. Okay, good. Then I'll do it. I'll continue to let it stream, and I'm going to get back to work. Work time. Here we go. Intonation. Now, remember, guys, I tell you what intonation is. Intonation is finding the words in a sentence that are important. English is up and down, up and down. The up words are the important words. The down words, not so important. So that's why when you're speaking, your grammar doesn't have to be good, actually, to communicate, as long as you know the key words to throw out. So just watch me. If you can, shut your eyes and just listen. I'm only going to read the key words. You ready? Excuse me. Here we go. Never fails. Making sandwich. Accidentally knocked buttered bread half floor. Yes, landed buttered side down. Of course, that's they say, right? Remember reading somewhere, some university actually researched. They said that's happened 80% time. Wonder what happened attached buttered bread back cat. Those are the key words. And like I say, for intonation and rhythm, it can change. You know, the way I say it now, the way I say it in 5 minutes could be slightly different. The way I say it, the way my neighbor David says it could be different. Okay? So there's no perfect intonation. There's no sentence intonation. There's no perfect sentence rhythm. But Coach Shane, you know, I'm a professional. I'm a radio DJ. I'm a TOEFL exam voiceover artist. I've been doing this for years. So you can trust me. So if you don't have an intonation style, if you're not sure how to do it, if you don't have a rhythm style, if you're not sure how to do it, just follow me imitate me, mimic me, and you'll be good. And like I said, mastering intonation and mastering rhythm, it's kind of difficult to study and master, but it's pretty easy to repeat and master. You don't even really need to use your brain. Okay? Seriously. For intonation, it's feel. It's feel. Okay? And that's what I'm teaching you. So for every lesson, if you practice this, you're going to start to naturally get the feel. And the same with rhythm. Okay? So pronunciation, we need to focus. But intonation and rhythm, it's more the feel. So I'm going to do it 2 times. The first time, I'm going to really go soft on the unimportant words. The second time, we're going to hit the strong words hard. You ready? Here we go. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attach the buttered bread to the back of a cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attach the buttered bread to the back of a cat. And that is the intonation. And now I will go to the rhythm. So all the students, all the members, they sent their recordings to me. Lots of recordings. And I listened to all of the students. And then I make the lesson to show them how to do it perfectly. All right, rhythm time. Welcome to rhythm. This is the fun section where we have a long sentence and we find where we can pause, where we can breathe, where we should change the volume, where we should change our expression, where we should use body language. This is the idea of rhythm. This is what makes English sound nice. So let me go ahead and read it for you, and I'll just exaggerate. Here we go. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed butter side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. So that's the idea. It's the same story. Every time I could, I paused. Now let's go back to the beginning. It never fails. Short and easy. Now, we got a long sentence here, so we can say it together. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. We can do that. It's fine. But it sounds much better if we do this. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. It sounds much better. Remember, the listener is not reading what you're saying. They're visualizing what you're saying, so give them a chance to get a good image. I was making myself a sandwich today. Okay, yeah, there's Coach Shane. He's in his kitchen. He's got bread and meat, and he's making a sandwich. And I accidentally, whoa, not intentional, problem, knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. That's a disaster. No. By the way, I put this in a square so that you know it needs to stay together. And I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half. No. And I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half. Yeah, that's got to stay together. Buttered bread half. Buttered bread half. And I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Ugh. Yes. Because think about this. The buttered bread half falls to the floor. Now, when you have a piece of bread, we use my wallet. Ooh, perfect. I got yellow. Is this important? I have to be careful. If this is important, I got to put it back. Is this important? What the hell is it? I don't know what it is. Anyway, so this is a piece of bread. Bread, okay? It's bread. And this is the butter, okay? Buttered. So this is the buttered. And you got two pieces of bread. When you make a sandwich, you got two pieces of bread. Do you put butter on both pieces? Probably not. So just one. So the buttered bread half. And it accidentally knocked to the floor. Okay, so in this situation, you're going to wonder, people are going to wonder, when it hit the floor, was it the butter down or was it the bread down, right? And that's what he's doing. He's answering the question that you're wondering. Oh no, which side was down? Buttered or not buttered? Yes. And we should pause. Definitely pause because you're answering the question. Yes. It landed buttered side down. Of course. And I'll explain in the flow section. And that's what they say, right? Easy, short sentence. Now, again, we got a long sentence, a very long sentence. All of this. So you could say, I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen about 80% of the time. Really? If you said it that fast, are people going to want to listen to you? Of course not. So we need to have rhythm. So we slow it down. I remember reading somewhere, I can't remember where. I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. Pause. I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that, and we don't really need to pause right here. We can keep this kind of as one unit, and I'm going to go ahead and make it gray, okay? We can keep this as one unit, but what I want to show you is we have these two that's, and I want you to remember this that is not important. In fact, we can cancel the that. However, many times we do keep it, all right? So I just want you to understand the rhythm here. That's why I kind of kept it separate. But let's put it together. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. The sentence again. I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. And you're thinking, I wonder what would happen if you attach the buttered bread to the back of a cat. And that's it. So again, there's lots of ways to do rhythm. And if you're happy, you're going to have one style of rhythm. If you're angry, you're going to have another style. If you're tired, you're going to have another style of rhythm. But what's important is if your rhythm is good, you will sound good, and people will want to listen to you, and people will understand you. So rhythm is very important. All right, let's do it 2 times. The first time, repeat after me. And the second time, I'll do it natural, okay? So we'll start with the title. Here we go. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that. And they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down, of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. All right, and that was the rhythm section, and now for the flow. This is where everything goes together, and I explain everything. We talk about some stuff. There we go. All right, time for the flow section. Let's put the pronunciation, the intonation, the rhythm together, and understanding. Make sure we understand everything. So I explained food for thought. I talked about that earlier. Buttered cat, it's just a silly title. It never fails. So it never fails is a nice expression, and it has something to do with something called Murphy's Law. Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? Murphy's Law says what can go wrong will. In other words, if something can go wrong, it will. If there could possibly be a problem, there will be a problem. Okay? This is a terrible law, and it's not always true, but sometimes it's true. Sometimes Murphy's Law seems to be true. And that's basically what it never fails means. It never fails. It always succeeds, right? That's the opposite. It always succeeds. That's positive. It never fails usually is negative. Not always, but usually. So it never fails is possible, but almost always it never fails. Oh, it never fails. Oh my God. Once again, problem. Here we go. So the nuance, we have to understand the nuance. Almost always, this is a negative sentence. and it's tied to Murphy's Law. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, valuable information. Where are my colors? I'll make that, I want that to be black. And I'll make that gray. And I'll make it small. Okay? So just for your information. All right. So it never fails. So something bad happened. What? What happened? Here we go. I was making myself a sandwich today. Good. That's easy, right? Bread, butter, a knife. And I accidentally, not intentional, unintentional. It wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. Oh no, here's the problem. I accidentally what? Knocked something onto the floor. So this is my pen, and I just knocked my pen onto the floor. That was intentional. But this was unintentional. It was an accident. What did you knock onto the floor? Obviously my sandwich, but not just my sandwich, my buttered bread half. So once again, we have two pieces of bread. Some people put butter on both pieces, but most people don't. We just put butter on one piece of bread. And that piece of bread was sitting here on the counter, and boom, I accidentally knocked it onto the floor. Ugh. That's no good. It never fails. That's what happens. Bad luck. Now, look at this word, accidentally. And what about this word, accidentally? Uh-oh. Is there a difference? No, there's not. Not in American English. They're the same things. And actually, this is the correct word. Accidentally is the correct word. And pronunciation, accidentally, is not wrong. However, most Americans are going to say accidentally. We're not going to pronounce the O. Okay? We're going to say accidentally, accidentally, accidentally. And that's why many Americans spell it like this, which is what I did. I used the American spelling. And we do have both spellings. And this one is the recommended spelling, but again, most Americans use this spelling. Why? Because that's the pronunciation. We don't typically pronounce that syllable. You'll hear it. Some people will say it, but this is what you should say. Accidentally. Accidentally. Okay, so moving on. So I knocked my buttered half onto the floor. Yes. And we talked about this in the rhythm section. Yes, it landed buttered side down. So this is the bread, this is the butter, and of course, that's how it landed. Buttered side down on the floor. Ugh. So not only did I lose my bread and butter, but now the floor is really dirty. It's got butter, okay, on the floor. Ah. Terrible. Of course the butter side is down. Okay? You know, if it was just the bread side down, I'm lucky. No big problem. I'll still throw it away, but no big problem. It's not dirty. But of course, Murphy's Law, it never fails. It's the buttered side down. Of course, it's the buttered side down. And that's what they say. That's what they say. People say that. If you ever thought about that, if you have a buttered piece of bread and it falls to the ground, is the butter down or the bread down? Which one is down? People always say it's always the butter. It's always the buttered side. That's what people say, right? That's what people say. They do, right? I remember reading somewhere. What does somewhere mean? Does that mean at the library, at home, in the car, on an airplane? No. It means in some book, in some magazine. That's what it means. Somewhere in this situation does not mean a place. It means, was it a book? Was it a magazine? Was it online? Was it Wikipedia? I can't remember where I read it, but I read it somewhere. I was reading somewhere. I remember reading somewhere, Wikipedia, a book, that, what did I read? That some university. I don't remember which university, but it was some like Oxford University or Harvard University or some little some university. It was one particular university. I don't remember the name, but anyway, some university actually researched that. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They actually did. Some university spent money to research if a piece of bread with butter on one side falls to the ground. They researched how the percentage, the statistical average of how it lands. Butter side down, butter side down, dry side down, butter side down, butter side down, butter side down, dry side down, butter side, butter side, butter side, butter side, butter side, butter side, dry, butter, 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 dry, butter. That's what they spent money to research. This is true. It's a true story. Some university actually, believe it or not, it's true, researched that. And they said, the university said that unimportant relative pronoun, you can get rid of it, unnecessary. That, and what is that in this case? Landing butter side down. Landing buttered bread half down. That is going to happen 80% of the time. So if you got, and you can test it at home. I encourage you, give it a try. Get 10 pieces of bread. Get 10 pieces of bread, put butter on one side, and then knock them off your counter. One, boom, boom, and see what happens. They say 80% of the time, the butter side will land first. Okay, you do that and tell me the results. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to clean. But anyway, they did the research. Here's an idea. I'm thinking. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. Right? So here's a cat, and here's the bread with butter, and you attach it to the back of the cat. Now, do you understand the question? I don't think everybody understands the question. This is actually really funny. The question is, if you take a cat, and I have a cat. This is Cass, and she's very fat. But if I take Cass and I drop her from like a meter, she lands perfectly on her feet. And we say, that's what they say. That's what they say. They say a cat will always land on its feet. Right? But they also say a piece of bread that has butter on one side will almost always land with the butter down. So if the butter is on the top and the cat's feet, wow, what's going to happen? Because the butter side 80% of the time should land down, but it's a cat and it should always land on its feet. Wow, this is an interesting problem. This is called the buttered cat paradox. Seriously. And there's a Wikipedia page about the buttered cat paradox. And one idea for the answer is, if you do this, the cat will spin. Because the butter side needs to land, the cat needs to land, so that it's good. Actually, I have a video that's going to show you perfectly, thanks to the Brazilian drink, Flying Horse Energy Drink. So let's go ahead and watch that video right now. And if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, you can't see the video, but you can go look it up. It's a Flying Horse Energy Drink on YouTube, and it's really funny. I'll show you the page that it looks like. This is an advertisement. Hold on a second.
Know this. I guarantee you that you're losing money. Real estate, the stock market, earning.
So here, it's Flying Horse. Yeah. This is a really funny advertisement. So I encourage you to watch this and they talk about it. And you'll see the cat buttered toast paradox. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my video. Isn't that hilarious? It's really funny. It's perpetual energy. That's amazing. This guy is a genius. He discovered he will give the world free energy because of his discovery. I loved it. So anyway, that's the idea of the story. So like I said, remember in the very beginning, I said the story is comical. The question about the cat and the buttered bread. That's comical. But its general tone starts out with frustration. Okay, and that's what we have. We got frustration in the very beginning because you drop bread. Makes sense? All right, so we're going to do it 2 times. Both times natural, perfectly natural. I want you guys to do your best. Remember, join the live classes, join the coaches, join me. Practice. You got to practice. To get your speaking, you have to practice. Pronunciation is always the biggest issue. Intonation and rhythm, you can learn that fast and flow. Ask questions. Our new assignment is, our new assignment is really good. Perf 302 is Zoom meetings. Nowadays, lots of people, because of COVID-19, they're at home, they're working from home, and they have Zoom meetings, right? So I've got 2 lessons, actually. The next 2 lessons will be about Zoom meetings. The first one, the new assignment will be starting a meeting, and the second one will be presenting in a meeting. So we got 2 great lessons coming up, and that is it. All right, so 2 times. Good luck. Don't forget to check out the LTA podcast and the bonus question podcast and whatever else we have. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. All right. I'm almost done. I got to read it one more time. Food for thought. Buttered cat. It never fails. I was making myself a sandwich today, and I accidentally knocked my buttered bread half onto the floor. Yes, it landed buttered side down. Of course. And that's what they say, right? I remember reading somewhere that some university actually researched that, and they said that that's going to happen 80% of the time. I wonder what would happen if you attached the buttered bread to the back of a cat. And almost done. Now I'll go to my bonus questions. Bonus question podcast. And don't forget, we do have 2 pictures. So on Box, please check out the pictures. They're great. The last sandwich you ate, tell us all of the ingredients. Share a picture if you can. Your picture, not a Google picture. Monique. Last week, Monique was barbecuing. Chili. She spread chili, onions, cucumbers, salad, and 2 sausages. Monique, it sounds delicious. What kind of sausage? Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah. Monique says, sorry, no pictures. I'm not into selfies. Me too. Big U, Evgeny. Yesterday, he made a sandwich. It was a simple sandwich. Bread, bologna, cheese, ketchup, and mayo. Eugene, Evgeny. Bologna and ketchup? Really? Bologna and mayo, I understand. Bologna and ketchup? Okay, all right. Yulong. Eating sandwiches not very common for me. Maybe the last time I had a sandwich was 2 or 3 years ago. I don't even remember what it was. It was probably egg or ham with some lettuce. Yeah, those are good. Andre. Nothing special. My sandwiches, basically butter on 1/2, a slice of ham, 2 slices of tomato, salt and pepper, and then a slice of Gouda cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. I love a ham sandwich. Oh, yeah. Wallace, I don't really remember. However, every morning I eat toast. My spicy ham toast. And thank you for the picture, Wallace. It's cheese, spicy ham on some bread. Heat it in the oven for 10 minutes and voila, you're ready to go. And finally, Mayu. Mayu, I made a sandwich today. And Mayu gave us a great picture too. That's a super sandwich, Mayu. Chicken, carrots, not carrots, carrots, schwa. Carrots, cabbage, lettuce, and cheese. I love Sammy's. Me too. Sammy's are delicious. The last sandwich I had, I guess, is a hamburger a sandwich? Can I call a hamburger a sandwich? Yeah, I had a hamburger a couple days ago. And that was hamburger, obviously. And I do butter one side of the bun. So there's butter on the bun. There's hamburger. And then there's cheese, cheddar cheese, and then bacon. I love bacon on there. And then ketchup. And that's it. And sometimes I add onion, but usually not. If I add bacon, then I just cheese and bacon. That's enough. Delicious. Delicious. See you in the next bonus question. My Perf podcast for Perf 301, Food for Thought, the Buttered Cat. And here's your question. What do you think would happen if you attached a piece of buttered bread to the back of a cat and dropped the cat from a height of about 1 meter? Thank you very much for your answers, guys. It's a silly, silly, silly question. Monique, I have 2 cats. I would never do that. But I would guess the bread would stay put and that the cat would land and run away, and then he would remove the bread and eat it. Yeah, you got smart cats. Yeah, that's probably what would happen. Eugene, it would never fall. It would never fall. See, Eugene answered the question just like in the flow section, just like in the end of the flow section. Eugene is a genius. He understands. It would never fall. The cat would never hit the ground. Actually, Eugene, the way you should say it, it would never hit the ground. The buttered bread would never hit the ground, and the cat would never hit the ground. It would get close to the ground and just hang in the air, maybe even fly away. Eugene, you're a genius. Yulong sent a brilliant diagram, and you guys got to see it. It is hilarious. He spent a lot of time on this flow chart. Very interesting topic, Yulong says. Coach Shane can try the experiment. Good luck catching the cat, and great statistics. Please, everybody, check out Yulong's picture. It is genius. We've got some really smart people. Well, Yulong is a computer programmer, right? He's a professor, right? So he is a genius. Andre, it might depend on the type of cat. Now, Andre has a cat, and he says, my cat would probably turn around in midair and eat the bread before landing on all fours. It's a great question for science. Your cat is fast. Your cat is like Superman, the Matrix cat. I love it. Wallace says it's mission impossible. The cat will lick the buttered bread because it's tasty, and the cat will escape with the bread. It's never going to happen. You're never going to find out. Before you attach the bread to the cat will steal the bread, and you'll never catch the cat. Possible, Wallace. I heard some cats do like butter. I don't know if my cats do. And finally, Richard. I don't know. Coach Shane, that's stupid. Only a child would do that, Coach Shane. I always eat my food at the table. I would never knock my bread onto the floor. Coach Shane, develop some good habits, and this won't happen. Richard, it's a joke. It didn't happen to me. I'm telling a story. Come on, Richard, be nice. Although I do sometimes knock things on the floor. It happens. And Richard, you told me you don't cook. You said your wife cooks everything and that she brings it to you at the table. See, Richard, I don't have that luxury. I have to cook myself, okay? So things happen in the kitchen, Richard. Richard, be nice to me. That's it, guys. Once again, if you haven't seen the flow section, at the end of the flow video, there's a bonus video, which is the answer, perhaps, to this paradox, the cat butter paradox. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you in the next My Perf. Bye-bye. Whew. And that's it. The lesson is complete. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Thank you. Toast and avocado. That's a good combination. It's midnight in Chile. Rodrigo. Yeah, Richard. Exactly, Rodrigo. Rodrigo's in Perf VIP, everybody. Yeah, Richard's a bad guy. He's yelling at me. Why does he do that? Edgar's from Vancouver. Quick question. Oh, well, no. These lessons are lessons for my students. So you should join me. Join my students. Join. For anybody watching right now, you should join. I'll show you how to join. Oh, what? Vertin to hurt? Just go to free. Where is it? Sign up. Oh no, not sign up. Yeah, you can just join the classes. Where is it? I don't even know how to work my website. There we go. Just go to letsmasterenglish.com, try the lessons, and then join us. Yeah, I'm done. Richard? Richard is a student in China. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. But yeah, he's in DDM VIP and he's in DDM Elite and Perf VIP. Yeah. Actually, Rodrigo is in both DDM VIP and Perf VIP. Very busy people. Yeah, lots of great lessons. Lots of great stuff. All right, so I'll give you like a minute to say goodbye or ask a quick question. Otherwise, I'm out of here. In 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes, I'm leaving. I got to finish my lessons. So any final questions or anything? Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sure it was boring, but I'm glad that you were there. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it was interesting. I hope it was great fun. I give the assignment. The students work on the assignment for 1 week, and then I create the lessons. So I listen to all their recordings, I see all their answers, and then I create the lesson video. And then we have live classes where we actually practice together so I can help everybody. All right. No comments? Everybody's asleep. Frère Jacques, tournez-vous, tournez-vous. A quick question. I see that you have other YouTube channels. Are you still running? Yeah, Funky Monkey, I do. 3 are active. Daily Dictation, Coach Chains DSL, and E Cubed. Those 3. I want to do more videos. I have no time. I just have no time. I need to. So I need to do that. Time is my enemy. I have 2 little boys, and yeah, and life is good. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, so those 3 channels are active, and the other channels I want to bring back, but I'm not going to worry about that. Probably for a couple years. My boys need to grow up. So, yeah, I will be more active as time goes by, that's for sure. Thanks for the question. Funky Monkey. Funky Monkey. How'd you get that name? Everything's written in Russian characters. I can't read it. I want to say Dmitri. I'm guessing Dmitri. Could be wrong. My knowledge of the Russian alphabet is not very good. Absolutely. Ha. All right. I'm out of here. I got a lot of work. Now I have to edit all the videos and put everything together and then upload it for the students and create a new assignment. So my work I still have hours of work. It's 11:30 p.m. and I still have a lot of work to go. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining me.